So last year you were a little crippled on this. So on this on a very similar hike. So you're just getting off your broken leg. But when did you first start geocaching?
April 18th, 2003.
2003. Okay. Because you were kind of busy right out of the chute.
We were competitive, me and my brother, when we started. And there were 6 of us. That's why I'm Dorkteam6, and I just inherited the dumb name after that because I can't switch.
Dorkteam6. You never thought about changing it?
But no one's gonna call me something different, so I just like whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know who half the people were anymore. They're just like my brother's college friends. So
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. But we really got into it because we liked the cashew nuts.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
we would chase those down, and Indian Carlson and JJC and Dryfly, they'd always help each other out.
Yeah.
So my goal was to go find them and then stick them in really hard mountains to be mean.
Your Dorkteam6 is there a Dorkteam 1 through 5?
No. Well, I guess my brother, but he changed his own name. He took his own cache finds off of mine.
Oh, gotcha.
And then he's Team6.
Oh, so you guys had like a team account. It was kind of like a team account.
Yeah, because we didn't get it. We went geocaching. He's like, hey, sent me this link on the internet. Do you want to go do this? So I went to Target and bought a yellow Eardley.
Okay.
The worst GPS. And we couldn't figure out how to use it. And we inputted the coordinates in wrong. We were up on below the Y on by BYU. And we ended up finally finding a cache. Then we were in someone's yard. The second cache we found, we're like, oh, it has a good name. I guess that's what we're supposed to do. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, we're a bunch of dorks and there's 6 of us. It's kind of funny how it worked out.
Well, you kind of took off. Guess you did put the Dorkteam 1 through 5 to shame, because when I first met you, it was in that spring event in St. George.
Yeah.
And I met you at a cache.
Probably 06 then. That was the first one I went to.
Oh, really?
So I started in 05 and I was sad I didn't go because Utah Gene and Hobby and Aim High.
Okay.
We're all down there, and cashew nuts came and they placed some cashew nuts while they were down. And I was like,
oh, really?
We could have got cashew nuts out of this.
Okay. We climbed Smithsonian Butte.
Was that an
And Shaker was down there.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Well, Shaker, because he had like tremors, I think he was going hardcore because he knew maybe he wasn't going to be able to do stuff later.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was doing my county high points on like 04 and 05, and then he just went crazy and did them all in like 1 year, and I barely beat him. I was trying to be competitive with him still. I was like, I can't lose to an old man, but no, that guy could hike. He was crazy. And then I just don't know. I don't know what happened to him.
Huh. And I remember you had like 2,000 finds.
You know what? I had the most in Utah for 1 day.
Was that back then?
Yeah, and then, so I passed barely like Utah Gene, and then Shaker passed me because he just went every day.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Back in the day, it was like, they used to show the 10 newest one on the cache page because you had like individual states.
Yeah.
And I would go and get everyone in Salt Lake Valley. That was like 3 weeks, so it was easy to keep up. So I had most of them in the Salt Lake Valley, and I'd work on the mountain ones on like the weekends. But now it's just giving caches. You can't even. Yeah. I didn't bother. Well, the micros is kind of made it a little boring. Yeah. That part of it.
They just stack up. It's hard to keep up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's thousands.
Plus, it's like how entertaining can that be after so long, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I like caching if I go out. Like this is what keeps me interested. If I can go out and do some find a rural one or place rural caches and then never list them. I've placed like 50 caches I've never listed because I'm the worst at logging or listing them. I've placed 3 this year that are pretty hard. I don't think people will get.
Okay, and you listed them in the whole bit?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't even listed them?
They're in my GPS save.
Okay.
But I used to lose the coordinates.
Yeah.
And so it's like I know if I go up in certain places, I know where there's caches that I've left.
But I remember looking at 2,000 finds in 2006, and I was just like,
well, back then that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
That was like a lot of work because I remember when I first started because I had a yellow Eardley, you're hand inputting every coordinate.
Yeah.
So what I would do was I'd day off and like, I'm gonna go get his caches. I remember I got 30 caches in one day and I thought it was impressive. But I printed out pieces of map and I taped them all together.
Okay.
And I put these numbers on the map, like a Yahoo map, where they were, and then I kind of made myself a route out of it, and I listed, then I'd write the numbers down, and then I'd write the cache name, and I'd write the coordinates, then I'd write what size it is and the hint. So I had a list, and I spent like 12 hours getting 30 caches in like Davis County, and I was like, this is nuts. Like now you can just go do it in like 2 hours, just go down a power trail.
That's true.
Well, it's like GSAC was the game changer because then you can. But once you got like a 60 CSX, you have routing on your GPS.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even have to pay attention to what I'm doing. It
Yeah,
just does it for me.
Yeah.
And then GSAC can put information in for it. You know, the new caches just have everything in there. It just looks like the cache page. So it's easy. But GSAC was great then, because then you could like, you know, make the little stuff that was put in there, and you can check it out, and you'd be like, I know what size this is. I don't even have to pay attention.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, but back then 2000 a lot, and then we wound up doing ET Highway.
Yep, you get like 1,000 in a weekend.
and we knocked out. I think we knocked out like 1,500 or something that one weekend. You, me, and Paul, and Eric, and
it's too easy to get them, so it makes it kind of boring. But I remember like I was pushing real hard, and I got like my first 10,000. It took me like 6 years. You can do that in a year now, easy. But and then at one point it was in the top 50 of finders. I was like, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, that's not. And I have a lot still, but it's like that's still not a lot anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like anyone can hide a hard cache in some rocks or a bleacher or a pine tree or something. I'm like, that's not creative. But if they hide a micro and it's actually cool, then I'm like, all right, that's clever. I appreciate it.
Incorporate it into a sign or into
do something clever, like the container sneaky or something.
Yeah.
There was a cacher up by me. It was Cool Cache. He just crazy stuff like drilling the holes and stuff, and then putting a micro in there. That was like new. People didn't do that yet.
I remember.
He had some caches like it was a bottle cap, like this bud's for you. And he pulled it. It was like on a retractor. Like I was like, I couldn't get mad that I couldn't find this micro several times. But then once I found it, I felt really accomplished. It was sneaky. Where it's like, cool, I found this, you know, one in a pine tree. So what do you do?
Well, those gadgets are so cool, but man, they are hard to maintain. I've got a few gadget things.
Yeah.
Gosh, they are hard
I
to maintain.
had one that was like my 1,000. I made a cache in 05 for getting to 1,000 caches. You had to have 1,000 caches to log it, which is nothing now.
Yeah.
But I had seen it where you have a tube and you have to have this little drain in the bottom, but you have to fill it full of water and it floats up.
Yeah.
And I had found that one like that in Colorado in 05, so I copied it. But like, it took people a long time. Now it's no big deal to have 1,000 caches.
Yeah. As well, you slowed down quite a bit though lately. You do separate adventures.
No, I mean, me and Dennis try to camp at least once a month.
Okay.
And so, not always, but generally we go somewhere remote. And I'll find caches and I log them in my GPS, just log them online. It's amazing. I just don't care. Just like, I was telling him the other day, I'm like, I don't think I've logged any of your events for like 4 or 5 years. But it's like, I went to Yellowstone with Dolly a few years ago. I did all the virtuals that we went around, and then this year we were in Glacier and I was getting them. So I'm getting the information, and I take pictures of the signs and stuff to have them, because I'm competitive on virtuals because I'm over 1,000.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard to do, except they make more now. But
so what was the peak you guys got engaged on then?
It was Sunshine.
Sunshine?
Yep.
And how many 14ers was that for you?
I think that one was 28.
28?
Yep.
Do you do a lot of those with him?
That was our first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's hard to do a whole bunch because, like, I did 2 this year, but it was miserable. It was either you hike 16 miles or 14 miles on one end and 12 on the other, or you hook together and it's 16, but it's like 7,500 feet of elevation gain.
Yeah.
A lot of
wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I was pretty wiped out after that.
Well, these are cool.
How did you?
Yeah.
It's fun to try to hunt them and find them and figure out where they are, because any good cache no one will tell you where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's too bad I got in so late.
Those are so cool though.
I like the painted ones, the pictographs, the most.
Yeah.
They're just less common too, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, geocaching's changed a lot.
Yeah. Well, the technology has changed a ton too. I mean, like you said.
Yeah, you have your cell phone. And I can be anywhere. If I go out of town for something, I can just pull out, see Geo, and it's like, oh, here we go.
I remember.
Same like last year, I was at roller derby, the World Championships, and I was just like, I'm like, I don't care about the normal caches, but I'm gonna get all the virtuals.
Yeah.
And I love virtuals just because they take you cool places, something historic usually, so it's kind of fun. It's like, I like placing caches where it's hard to get to because I like finding those ones. And then you also don't have to maintain them as well because people are less likely to mess with them. But
Yeah.
But it's like anyone can place an urban cache. And I have a few because I had to place some of them for the Dorm Challenge because back in 06, some of the pages I had every single cache in because, you know, there weren't as many caches then, so I just had no choice. So I have like Cisco, and I have a few along I-80 towards Wendover. And people find all the time, but it's like, I don't really like them because they're just so easy to get to. But I'm like, they're old now, they're 4-digit GC codes.
Yeah.
That just seems cool when you have 4-digit GC codes. I just like, I don't want to get rid of them.
You can't let those go. Those are,
So I try to keep them maintained, but
yeah, those are historic stuff, man.
back when I first started caching, since my brother was a teacher, so like spring break in UVA, we'd go on a trip, and so when you had the 10 all those caches, you know, the 10 thing on the state, we used to, like, I had a pin board with a state map on there, and I used to put pins in like a cache that pop up I thought was really cool, and I put the GC code, and then we'd make a trip out of them, and we figure out where all the cashew nuts were, and we just go do huge road trips,
really?
and get cashew nuts, and like the caches that we had seen that were cool.
Well, you haven't definitely been shied away from pretty much anything. I mean, I don't think there's anything on your plate you haven't been too intimidated by.
No, I think like I was sad I should have brought a cache and put it in. There's 2 different sections of rappelling. I should have put another one in a slot canyon. So there's a few I haven't found out there, but I'm like,
But you have one in Alcatraz, don't you?
Yeah.
Or Robber's Roost or something?
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. But it's like you can, I like it. You can like rappel or boat and do cool things and still have geocaching in there. So you get this cool other activity, but then you can go and get a cache out of it. And I like those ones too. So it's like I like placing them there.
I've always been intrigued by trying to find a cache by using another means of transportation to get there.
I got dog sled.
Dog sled? Really?
Yeah. Queen Zelda in Colorado, we went on there and they stopped and we dug one out of the snow. The tour guide thought it was really funny. He was like, okay, I'll stop. So we had dog sled. It's really hard to dog sled when you're my height because the sleds are really skinny. So you go around whipping around the corner and they just want to tip over real easy. So I had to like try to duck and be like this. It was kind of a pain to stay on it actually. But yeah, he stayed. It was really cool. So. Teasing Dennis yesterday, I said, you know, if I get rich, I'm just gonna get a helicopter and put caches where no one can get them. Just leave it up there. Make it like on a butte, and they can it'll show up in Google Earth, but they can't get to it because no one who's gonna get a helicopter. I just thought that was funny because it would drive people crazy. I love stuff like that, like Nosh Tosh or whatever. He just places remote caches, and it's like you feel accomplished when you find that. You know you worked hard, you had to figure something out. When me and Dennis did Bonut Bend, we were the first ones to get it. We floated across the green, we got inflatable boats, and then it took us hours and hours to figure out how to get up there. And we kept going in different drainages. Finally we figured out we had to cross 3 different ones at different points. And so I just sat there and crossed them down until I got to the top. By the time we got on top, because it's like Labor Day weekend, like right after, we ran out of water, but we were like, no, we just worked so hard to get this. So we went over there, and you have to rappel, but there's nowhere good to rappel. So we wrapped it around a rock and just like put his foot on it. And I went down and got the cache and signed it. And then I came up and did the same thing. And we just like held the rope so we couldn't slide off.
So I saw pictures of that. It looked like you guys floated that in like little blow-up rafts that you bought at Walmart or something.
We did, like $40 rafts. And then we crossed and we left the boats, and then by the time we got to the bottom, we had no water. We were, it was hot, and we're like, we ran into some people camping, and they gave us water.
Yeah.
So we kind of had planned it out. We drove 4-wheelers down into that canyon so we could get in there.
Okay.
Launched, you know, upstream, got there, and it took us a while to find a place to get out. So we ended up being about a mile from the 4-wheelers, and we got out, just thick Russian olives, but it was the most mosquitoes I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just complete crazy swarms, just nuts. So I just was going through the bushes, and they were just in my nose and my eyes and everywhere. And so I threw my boat down the ground, and I just took off running. So I ran, I think it's the fastest I've ever run a mile in my life, and it just filled everywhere. And went and got a 4-wheeler, came back, got Dennis, took him to his, and then I didn't even deflate my boat. I just held it above my head and drove out of there. I think I messed it up. I haven't even tried to use that.
Well, you know.
We get back to Dennis's house. On my right arm, I'm counting the mosquito bites at 58 on just my arm. Just one arm. And gave up counting after that. So it's like, that's pretty memorable. It's fun. What did you do with all that ramen we left at your house?
Ate it. My kids love ramen.
You know the funniest thing about that is the person that we checked out because we bought all that weird stuff at Walmart in town. I'm still friends with her on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I've never talked to her or anything, and now she's like, she was like a teenager, and I was like, whatever. Because she wanted to see pictures, so like,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
And yeah, now she's like married and stuff.
Oh, funny. That is crazy.
I get weird friends when doing stuff with me and Fire Elemental and Red Wing Dave.
Yeah.
We're down Jeep Safari like 10 years ago, and we were hanging out, like we'd been out caching all day, and like we went to McDonald's like across the street from our hotel, and they were closed, but they let us in.
Yeah.
And they made us food, and they had all these like foreign exchange workers from like Malaysia there working. They made Panda and like other funky names. And then like the mortician's son.
Yeah.
Let him get him to get us some embalming fluid and weird things, but they all just thought we were funny and just let us hang out there.
And one was named Panda.
One is named Panda. I'm still friends with Panda, and you see weird things she posts from Malaysia.
We had an exchange student from China that stayed with us for a while, and his name was he picked an English name.
They usually do.
But he picked Devil. His name was Devil.
I remember Devil.
And there was no creativity in that name. He was the devil. He was a pain in the butt.
Oh no.
My friend, kind of funny, my friend Julian, his name is Wenzen, but he picked Julian, but he can't say it. So it's his Julian.
Yeah.
So it's always funny when he says his name. I felt bad about it. It's mean, but it's like pretty funny too when he says his name because he can't say it. So.
Yeah, this kid was he was a brat.
Hanging out with the devil.
Yeah.
You like rich parents, they spoil?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they came, you know, and all they wanted to do was just buy like iPods and iPads, and they wanted to go to Walmart and buy an iPad, and I'm like, their parents sent up with a ton of money, and I'm like, why are they so interested in buying all these Apple devices? Don't they make them? Don't they make them over there?
Yeah. Or they make a really good fake version for you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I like the desert though. I
like it too because I can camp here year round.
Yeah.
No mosquitoes. I'm lazy. I don't like sleeping in a tent, so I just sleep on a cot year round. Yeah. So if I don't have to, I just won't. So I can just pop it out in 5 seconds and fold it up. Mine folds up like a chair.
I grew up in Wyoming, and I don't miss the cold. I don't miss the mosquitoes.
But you live in the nice part of Wyoming where you guys all band together and hate the rest of the state. But I don't blame you. I had a car with County 4 on there. People were jerks to me and they'd be like, oh, really? Rock Springs person. Then I'd have my car with my Utah plate and they'd be like, okay, whatever, Utah person.
Well, Rock Springs.
It's like everyone hates County 22. I'm always curious. It's like, I'm cool about having an electric car because most of the time it works great. Yeah. But then I come out here in the middle of nowhere. It's like,
yeah.
I still just kind of, your electric car dies, you're either towing it or.
Yeah. You ever been at Canaryville Falls?
No, but now they're going to charge a permit because they have to.
Yeah, they when I first went up there, it was like the best kept secret in the area. And then somebody wrote like an article in the Trib or the Desert News.
It's good and bad, but.
And next time I went, there was a billion people in that camp.
Really? I went up there last weekend.
Did you really?
We just drove in.
Was there a ton of people?
No, but you went for hours.
Really?
It was Friday.
You talk about Tokerville.
Oh, Tokerville, not Canaryville. Oh, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
I do want to go to. Yes.
Tokerville. And Tokerville's nice too. You know, I mean, the one thing is it's kind of like a hillbilly hangout.
Well, I remember you guys would all go there, and I remember Tico Jeffrey. That's just the weirdest thing is like he was like this little spit shine kid.
Yeah.
And now he like on a mission. He's like an adult. And I'm like,
he's married.
Yeah.
Married?
Yeah, I got a wedding announcement for him last spring.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, look at
starting to find more and more of this pottery.
Look at that Indian pottery. That's beautiful.
More and more of this pottery shards, man. Everywhere I go, and like, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Some are orange.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
Ask Billy next time you see him why he didn't respond to me, but don't necessarily tell him it's me. I flew my drone from his.
He doesn't know it was you.
Oh, he never responded. I flew my drone from his back porch to Billion's house and took a picture of it from up above with his 40 like washing machines in his backyard. And I said, "Can I?" And I like circled one on there. Can I buy this or something funny? And then he just didn't respond. He's probably weirded out. So I couldn't even see it. Then I also like flew over the people that were up on the arrow, and they're all like looking up at me.
Really?
Yeah.
From your house?
From my house, yeah. I didn't know those things would blow that far.
And then like I lost signal for a minute, so I just started coming back on its own. I'm like, perfect. But I had it out.
Those people, they didn't know where it was coming from either.
Yeah.
You know.
I flew it above Spencer. I had the best picture. I'll show you later. Like Spencer, like
At the event last spring. When he was, were you there when he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
us drawn out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
well, you got
pulled
to
it
see
out
the
and
picture.
shot it.
You got to see the picture. He has a Spencer Springer like. And he looks just like the kid from Up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Where's my cat?
Oh, that's classic.
so Kenny wasn't.
I want you to
send it
see
to Kenny.
He's like,
awesome.
what?
What's that rebar?
It says May.
It's a geological, like an archaeologist.
Oh.
They have a database.
Some of these people are better at art than others.
Yeah.
You know, look at this. Little square body and then long legs and.
Oh, I walked right past this and didn't see it.
He's a first year art major.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's a Ute fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Lost too. Look at this. They put a.
Yeah.
They got
Archaeological marker or something.
Astrological.
Astrological.
Yeah. So what's your sign?
I like his little feet.
We gonna get off this rock?
I think, yeah,
So
we
that
can
crack right
downpour.
there is Eardley.
We'll go check it out.
I mean, I'm okay with doing it, but I don't know everyone's comfort level.
Yeah.
I find weird stuff all the time.
Well,
Yeah, I would rather down climb this than shuffle down the steep slope, but again, yeah, it depends what.
I didn't come this way. I didn't notice. I went around. I went up the edge and looked down into the canyon when we were here because I could hear people in
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you go.
So
down
was it
first
that
and-
slot right there?
Yeah.
Right,
Across the.
Dennis?
Right there.
Okay. Oh, how'd he get down?
Come on, you went that way that we said we weren't gonna go.
Well,
Which way'd you go?
I'll go this way, but it's like this is kind of not good, Dolly.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No,
Well,
that
let's
we
find the
don't
way
have to go
Dennis
that way.
went.
Okay. We don't have to go this way.
Let's find out which way Dennis went.
Dennis is sitting down right here.
Where?
He's pointing a little this way, that way.
There's a little.
I'm gonna go back to it.
There's a slide up here.
I want a little more gradual.
Oh yeah.
Right over here is good.
Yeah, this is easy. Find the easy stuff. No point in taking unnecessary risks.
Well, I think
Oh yeah, it's right down that. They decided they wanted to, this wasn't adventurous enough for them. So when you broke your leg and your ankle, was it on the same leg?
yeah. So I already got a bad knee, bad leg, and bad ankle all the same.
Really?
So, and the
Jeez.
thing is, I don't usually, it doesn't bother me too much. It's usually my other leg, it's because I like subconsciously favor it. Like I don't jump down on it and stuff. Even though it doesn't bother me, it's usually my other leg that hurts, which is had nothing done to it.
So you're gonna be like one of these, you're gonna have your leg amputated and you're gonna have one of those blades attached like
Yeah.
that kangaroo blade like Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, so I don't want to kill anyone.
Except when you broke your leg, you had probably took you away from your roller derby mascot duties, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was the off. Well, pretty much off season.
Oh, off season.
So, I still go to games and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. Because how I got into this is because Red Wing David Geocacher, he married the person that started the league.
Oh, really?
But I've been going watching derby even before that. I went with some of my Colorado geocacher friends.
Yeah.
Who came in Colorado Springs 10 years ago, so it was water in there long, so too.
It's a little dry. Is there mud underneath that stuff? Feels pretty solid.
I heard the people coming down, so I climbed up to that point up there. I was watching them. How long ago was this? 3 years ago, I'm not sure.
Huh. But this was all underwater.
Yeah, so I couldn't even get in here at all.
Huh.
So I could hear them up there in the pool.
Yeah.
I love these huge giant chunks of it. It's cool.
Yeah, I know. They rock a little bit. Take out full on bricks. There's a little ledge right here.
Yeah, so I went up on that point and looked down at the people.
Oh, really?
Coming down. And you could tell they were cold because they had their wetsuits on, but they're like, "Ugh."
How do you get signal in here? That's the.
You just have to have a good hint.
So does he have a good hint?
I don't even know.
Ooh, look at that.
I just figured that this was always full of water, so.
Well, that's full of water.
That's cold.
I bet it's really cold.
Pretty saggy. Only currents made by wind.
The cache. Found it. Good hint. It's in the. There's no hint, but it's in the description. Dennis Udink, Price, Utah. Oh wait. It's only been found 2 other times since you were here in 08. Want me to sign you in? Dorkteam6.
She's more tenacious. It's like a micro. Why didn't Terry bring mommy and daddy? There's these cachers, they call each other mommy and daddy. It's like, daddy, you gonna make me a drink?
Is it like pervy, like daddy like?
No, no. I think their normal voices kind of sound pervy. He's like, hey mommy, is dinner ready? And you're like, daddy did this. And he's like, they talk to themselves as that. It's just weird. Did daddy take you on a walk with the dog?
Huh.
What?
It's huge pieces.
Yeah.
You never get the mud cracks like this big.
No kidding, they're massive.
Yeah, they're monsters.
I think you could build a house out of them.
Yeah. So have you had any law enforcement encounters?
Really, I just don't cache at night, really. And if I get out caching, it's usually out here, so.
Yeah.
I used to get them all the time, especially when I didn't know what it was, but I used to go caching with my brother before he had kids, like at midnight, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
We used to run them all the time, like we were early 03, we were in like some park in Springville,
Yeah.
and you hear like a cop car pull up, so then we're like, oh, he's turning the light off, and we're just sitting there like, I don't want to explain this. And then all of a sudden you hear the dog bark, and he's like, come out now, or I'm releasing the dog, and I was like, what? So we're like, we're here. He said, what are you doing? Then we were in Jacob's parking lot, we parked in the parking lot, and we went. Oh, I've had them. Usually they're cool.
Yeah,
but I
usually.
had Jacob borrowed the
Yeah.
parking lot in Mapleton. Me and my brother getting in cash. My mom had given my brother a car, so it was not in our name. But anyways,
You should have been like, yeah, release the dog. And
yeah, it was weird. But so he's like, "What are you doing here?"
Maybe
And
you
I was
could've
like,
sued and got some
"Geocaching.
money out of
Do they
it."
know that this is yours?" I'm like, "Well, they placed it." And he's like, so he runs our IDs and stuff. And
Yeah.
gives crap about my mom's car. And then he's like, "Well, you guys are adults, so I can't tell you have to be, but I suggest you don't come around here at dark." And I was like, "What?" It was like 9 o'clock too. It's like weird.
Weird.
But generally they're always like, oh, okay. Especially now, they're like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
cool. They don't
Yeah.
care. They all know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing you've kind of stumbled on a few times, a little bit of drug paraphernalia.
Oh yeah. On top of mountains, whatever it is, stoners leave their stash there. I found so much pot on top of the mountains, like digging around under rocks and
So
stuff.
that's where you find your
Yeah,
stuff.
and so it usually smells gross, but yeah, there'll be pipes, and it's usually in like glass jars,
Yeah.
like little teeny mason jars.
Huh.
yeah, somebody probably
The original
forgot about
geocacher.
it.
Yeah, really.
Or you'll find weird stuff in caches, like I found all kinds of stuff. So we were at Lizzie's rest stop. There's a ginormous pair of nasty tidy whities, so I picked it up with a stick and stuck it in the ammo can. And I didn't find out till 6 months later. Shaker, I was laughing like, I put that in there. I can't wait. It was him. Shaker found it.
Really?
He knew what it was and like grabbed it out.
Wow.
It was all grossed out.
That's so nasty.